Well, hello, everyone. I'm Molly Neese. I'm the one in charge of the WOK Tiny Home, stands for Women in Knowledge. But I tell you, we are excited to be raising a lot of money for a lot of tiny homes. This is just one of the 32 that we're going to raise money for. And we are only 10,000 short of reaching our 40K in 40 days. But I'm going to tell you right now, I am okay if we actually go way beyond that. And raise enough money for two Eden Village tiny homes because why not, right? It's time to believe in miracles. And I feel I'm also helped to equip others in how to run a 40K in 40 days tiny home fundraising campaign. So if I'm talking to you, you know what? Let's talk because you know what? If I can do it, anybody can do it. So, if we get 8 more houses supported by one of you, we can unlock an additional $670,000 before the end of January. So I learned this recently because I'm kind of newer to Eden Village. So when I heard that, I'm like, yeah, game on. Let's do this. So I believe that no one should sleep outside unwillingly because I have to tell you, I'm an outdoors adventure junkie. So camping is great. But you know what? When you have no other option, that is not good. And we should not be saying it's okay. So, what do you believe is the challenge I have for you as we go into this tiny home auction? I want you to just think about what is it that you want to do to share with your friends, whether it's this video, whether it's bidding out web link, and the Mighty Cause website, because that's where you really see a lot of our journey and story in the 40 days. Whatever it takes for not only you to kind of see what Eden Village is doing, it's amazing what is going to do because yes, we've raised money for a tiny home, but then we get to actually support this human who gets this tiny home. Now, that's not everybody's gig, and that's fine. But I want to just tell you that there is a place for everyone in Eden Village of Wilmington to really volunteer and support and make this happen for our community. So save the date. Ironically, be I didn't know this at the time I set up 40K in 40 days, but we're having an open house on Saturday. Yep, because the first tiny home at Eden Village is landing this week. So hopefully it'll be on its foundation in time for Saturday, but that you'll get to tour the first tiny home that's arriving that week and envision where the garden and community center is. I'll be at the welcome table. So I can't wait to meet and mingle all of you that have been along in this journey and meet new faces. But of course, socially distanced and masked because that's important, right? It's the health and the well being, not only of the people who are going to be living here, but of one another. So, you'll also be able to watch a short video about what we're looking to accomplish. And man, it is a big, awesome, wonderful vision in 10 short months. So, what's also great is my husband is a part of Cape Fear F3, which stands for Fitness, Fellowship, and Faith. And it's a huge group of men in our area that really support one another, but they're coming to build out a fence that day too. So once Eden Village is open, they're committed to offering a weekly on site workout for the neighborhood. Heck, I'm probably going to find myself down there too, because together we can, right? So let's do this. Let's get started. Get ready to bid. This is how it's going to work. This is an online auction. What that means is that we're going to be live. And when it's live, you will have 7 days. So that means today, which is Sunday, to the following Sunday at 6 p.m. to place those bids. Now, about these bids, you can set up through Bidding Owl to get email reminders if somebody goes to outbid you. Love it. You don't have to keep on coming to the site. You spend the time in the front end, just like we're doing here. You can see the first half of this video is going to be focused on home, cars, and gardens, health and beauty, fitness. And then the second half of this video is going to be the fun and adventure, food with folk, and vintage picks. So we have 6 different areas in which all of these amazing items that our community has donated to really support this tiny home auction and maybe tiny homes. Dream big, everyone. Let's do this. Let's do this together because we need to keep hope alive. Now, I want to bring your attention that up in the right-hand corner here, you will find little homes with numbers on that there. We will have 34 options for you to bid with. So as you go through this video, you're going to see the numbers increase. So grab a piece of paper, just write down that number, and then it's going to translate over to the bidding owl. So I want to make this as easy as possible for you and for you to come back and also share it with others, right? So that's what this is all about. So let's get started. We're going into home, cars, and gardens. And in this section, we actually have 7 different items. And so within this, I will have to tell you, this is an original piece of art, 20 by 15. And this is an amazing artist that I saw this hanging in Blue Surf Cafe. And it was 3 days before I went into the tiny home, literal, a tiny home staycation that you can bid on as well to lay out this whole 40K and 40-day campaign. So you could even see a picture there. That is the actual painting in the tiny home. So if you like the whole idea of bidding on the tiny home, that's to come. But right now, if you are just drawn to this amazing piece of art, I know I was, and I don't get attached to things, right? So I want somebody who just loves this piece of art because I know I did. So now it's time to put it on your walls. And I do think it's priceless because what we were able to do, and I say what we've been able to do because I know we'll be able to get 40K in 40 days. All right. So my husband is also parting with one of his amazing pieces of art that he brought actually to our marriage. He was able to play Pebble Beach, and it was a once in a lifetime opportunity. And no, I didn't make him put this on the auction block. He said, I'm ready to part because I want someone else to be able to have this on their wall. So check it out. And I actually did some research. They have a live cam on their 18th green. That was heaven sent. So if you want to get out and just be inspired, I know I was, but it still has to stay on the auction block. Could it be yours? Let's see. So the next thing is Jared Piner's amazing boards. Like these are cutting boards for your kitchen. And before COVID, I actually signed up for one of his Cape Fear Community College classes. And I was so excited to make one of these because I'm in awe seeing just how gorgeous these are. So I guess there are other plans. That class has gotten canceled, but hey, you can still have one. Bid on it. It's amazing. It is an amazing gift for yourself, for others. Take advantage of it. This one, you get to bid on it, but you don't get to take it home. This is a door knocker that will actually go on the Women of Knowledge tiny home. So the WOK Tiny Home will have this on the front door, and it's really to symbolize that whoever enters there, including the person who's going to be living there, peace is what's wished. And so it's really sends a message because that is what this is all about at Eden Village. How can we provide home security and also the well-being of these residents who get to live there and also pay rent? Just in case you missed that, they pay $300 a month as well. So it's not like a free gig. There is some responsibility and amazing opportunities to serve in the community. I love everything about it because it's just not a place to put your head. It's a place to serve. All right. So I got to meet this amazing man, or not meet, I should say, speak with this amazing man who owns Cruiser's Car Wash. And wow, is he ever generous? And so he's Cruisers has been serving Wilmington for a good 22 years. So I can see how they've become so popular after speaking with him. So he was very generous. You can see it's a complete detail at Cruiser's Car Wash and Detail Center. So this is a $350 value. You can see what you get with this. It is a lot. So so give yourself the gift. This is a part of your home. Your car is a part of your home, right? You park it in your driveway. Yes. Go for it. He also owns Coastal Glass Tinting and said, "Molly, sure, I'll donate this as well." And this company actually has been around for 44 years. So, I mean, it's just amazing how many generous people live in this community. And if you're watching this, I know that's not going to surprise you, but it never gets old. So look at these things that Coastal Glass Tinting will be able to provide for you. Two front and two rear windows at Coastal Glass Tinting. All right, so this one is another one, getting the family involved. This is actually run by our son, Tyler Neese. He's a sophomore now, but he and Dan, his dad, they've been growing food and raised boxes in the backyard since he was in the sixth grade. But he really attributes, his word, not ours, his healthy eating habits to being able to go out the back door and pick a snack. But hey, does he fall off the bandwagon? Absolutely. After all, he's a teen. But I wanna say that he loves building these garden boxes for families all over Wilmington. So if that's something that you want to see happen for you, your family, or your partner, whatever, it's a great feel-good thing to do, and just watch plants grow. My husband will say that it really is a part of his mental health as well, and you will see there are, 6 different labels that you can actually put in the ground that actually label what it is that you're growing. And that's by the infamous Laurel Herbert, that you'll get to know a little bit more about her gifts and talents in a little bit. So take a look, take a bid, and hey, why not get healthy? So that is the end of the home, car, and garden. And now we're going on to the health and beauty. So the health and beauty part is really have 11 different auction items. So within these 11 auction items, you're in for a treat. Why not go and pamper yourself at Aquafloat and Cryo? I know Dan and I do. We're members there actually. We love it so much. But they're so generous that they said one float. So yes, you literally float. You don't need to travel to other countries to float in salt. It is a surreal experience. And then the infrared sauna, as you can see on the top left, and then the cryotherapy session. My son did it the other day. He's a soccer player, and he had rib issues, his muscle issues. So he went in there 3 minutes, and you can see in the picture the woman's doing it. But it's a chilling experience, but it's only for 3 minutes, and it works wonders. And of course, the famous compression boots that just break up all that toxicity that's rushing through those muscles and veins. So we love it. We love the people who own it, take advantage of it, treat yourself to just an amazing day. Dan and I usually go once a month together as date day. So at our Crepes and More, so they are so kind to give a $25 gift certificate. So we paired that because why not go get crepes after you pamper yourself? Yes. So take a look, give the gift to yourself or others. It's worth it, every single dollar. So this is one, you'll notice that I am partnering with Hoop, also known as C.D. Morgan III, but oh, he is so Hoop and he is so fabulous. He is a brilliant man behind the Forte Communication Style Report and many reports. He's a genius and he just happens to live here in Wilmington. We're so lucky. But I have been able to help a lot of leadership teams and just individuals help to understand their style and their habits and their strengths and how to use them for their ultimate productivity. So he has been so gracious to give 5 of these reports away as a part of this auction. And then I'm going to gift you, or I guess it's not a gift if you're bidding, but a coaching session. Or if you want to have 5 team members come together and do a workshop, I'll do a workshop for you too. So it again, it I've seen amazing things with this tool, and when you couple it with the coaching and the understanding of the power behind it, there's no saying where you won't go. The next one is we have 2 more very talented people, local creatives, makers, whatever. They're amazing human beings who share their talents so freely. So Natalie Hall, she has donated, you'll see a couple octopus bags coming up. But Megan Marchant, she was one of my interns at UNCW, and now she is doing great things in our community here in Wilmington with her cup half full mug. I remember dreaming up that business with her, and she is off and flying now. And you will see that she has her full circle mug on the auction block for you because is your cup half full or is it half empty? You know what? She says that it's opportunity to have half full. So it's always a choice. Check it out. So again, you get another opportunity to have one of the kind octopus bags by Natalie Hall or I should said and unique beauty supplies. Cynthia Scullin has given so much of her beauty products for all of us to enjoy. So this one specifically has 2 fragrances in it and also a whole package of and I love that they're named beautiful things, right? Peaceful, worthy, compassionate. This is an ultimate gift to be able to give to someone, whether it's for Valentine's Day. Yes, another Hallmark holiday, but why not? These kind of things are the ones that really make a difference in people's lives. So, you have another opportunity. This my husband and I had actually had a great time, like, looking at all these products because I don't wear a lot of makeup, so it was fun to look at all the lots of makeup supplies that are out there. So, Cindy, wow, I have learned so much by your products and gosh, and the names of them, they're just so motivating. I'm like, "Oh my gosh, red velvet cake lip bonbons?" I would have trouble putting them on my lips and not eating it. But anyhow, it's a lot of good stuff. Check it out. So here's a dop kit. Now I have to tell you, growing up, and I still call it, we call it a ditty bag. So I don't know what you call it, a dop kit, ditty bag, whatever. I've seen these. Natalie gave me these earlier, and I'm just like, they are so professionally done. This is ridiculous. I couldn't even try to do what she's done with her craft of the sewing machine. And again, Cindy comes in with these amazing beauty supplies of treating yourself with a mask, uplift beauty serum, like all this great stuff because you know what? She has her eyes are on you, and that's her website. So check it out. And you'll see that Natalie also has her Etsy site too. She is definitely Hello Creative because it's a lot of cool things out there. So, this one, I actually had to do some research myself. I'm going to encourage you to Google these silk scarves. I opened my eyes again to a whole new world of class quality, craftsmanship, and just, opulence, I'm gonna say, because this woman reached out to me and she said, "Molly, I want someone to be able to really appreciate these. They've never been used. They have their tags on, they're in their boxes." And I'm like, "Oh my gosh, this is amazing." You will see, do your homework on this. Their estimated value is exactly that. She is wonderful. She provided the artist, the year of issue. You can see she took they're brand new and she is so excited to come to the open house next Saturday and I'm so excited to meet her. She is going to be it's just going to be such a joy. So for the horse lovers out there, this is great, but you don't always have to be a horse lover, right? It's the whole symbolism also of just taking charge of your life and just powering through and just feeling beautiful in this journey. Now, you will see that there are wings being grown from this horse. So, if you are inspired to take flight and be that unicorn, you will see it's not a unicorn, doesn't have the unicorn on it. But if you are inspired by the horses and the magical mystical side of things, this one's for you. It is just so beautiful. It's Pegasus, right? Just take a look at this. If you don't feel beautiful in this, you know what? keep on going because this one is the magic umbrella, and it truly does have a lot of magic to give. So again, check this out, go online, do your homework. She did for sure. Make sure that whatever you're bidding, this feels good for you because this is nothing but high end. So again, just gonna drop out there that Valentine's Day is around the corner. Anybody have anniversaries? Just trying to help you out. So as we lastly, this is the last of her collection. So again, she emphasizes that she has the box and the sales tag included. And they're all from France. And yes, they're dry clean only, but that's because they're exquisite. So look at the history that is really put in there, right? Look at the attention that it gives. You are not just wearing a scarf. You're really wearing a piece of history. So as we kind of, I guess, put a bow in it, so to speak, through the health and beauty side of things from the inside out, you'll recall. Why not take a picture? Because you're going to feel good inside. You're looking beautiful outside. This woman, oh my gosh, Kathy Willoughby. I worked with her at UNCW, and she is off doing phenomenal things, and she is so sought after now, which is great. I'm so excited for her. So take her up on this amazing opportunity to have a photography session. So whether it is your family, single couple, whatever, portrait, or do the commercial side of things. She has so much experience now. It's ridiculous, and you can see her talent for sure. All right, everyone. So we went from the home to the beauty side of things, and now we're going to the fitness side. The fitness side has 5 different auction items in it, and you will see that this is the opportunity for 2 adults to get out there and surf. Yeah, you heard me, surf. So go out there, do the things that you maybe never did but always wanted to do. I will tell you, the man who owns this surf camp is phenomenal. Truth be told, you know, we go to surf church and it's underneath the oceanic pier. Not right now, but when it gets nice out, we'll start back up again. But this is where we met him, and also he is a part of Cape Fear F3 again. So it's just amazing human running this JC surf camp. And so why not learn something new, or why not get better at something maybe you did way a couple decades ago, or maybe never tried but wanted to? Take advantage of it. You know what? You only live once. So here's your next opportunity. This is Jesse Simon. He is a 5.0 level pickleball player. Now, if you're not a pickleball player, it is kind of, I'd say, a mix between racquetball, tennis. It is a mix, but I have to tell you, I am not a tennis player, but I can do pickleball for sure. But I will tell you, Jesse, wow, he has 12 gold medals under his belt, 9 silver, 9 bronze. He is the best of the best. And what I love about him, my son has played with him a lot. And it is amazing what he does for not only the children in the area to build their skills, but with the adults at the House of Pickleball in Leland. So he's also a math teacher at the Wilmington Academy of Arts and Sciences. So as I say, you know what? He's got to be encouraging you and with a lot of patience. So if those are 2 things you need, he'll hook you up. I can't recommend Jesse enough. He's just an all-round awesome human being. So here's another awesome human being. I'm a little bit biased, but if you have a soccer player in your family, I highly recommend this guy's the best of the best. He teaches not only soccer, he teaches character and leadership, and just he's an amazing role model. And I can say that because he's been my son's coach for past 2.5 years. I think that's where we're at. So time, right? Time. But but what I love about the soccer package is your son or daughter will get a player evaluation, a training session. So those are 2 separate sessions, right? Like that is quality one-on-one time, and he just tells you how it is. It is fantastic. And then, of course, why not get in Pot and Soccer Academy shirt? He has all the sizes. But, don't worry about the training location. He'll find something that works for you, you know? Obviously, if you're watching this and you're in Philly, he's not gonna come to Philly. I'm saying Philly because lots of my Philly friends might be watching this. But there are things plenty of places around here. But I do wanna tell you that, Coach CW, he is the heads men's soccer coach at Cape Fear Community College, and also Wilmington Hammerheads, coach U19, ECNL boys, and then but prior to coming here, he was the assistant goalkeeper coach with the Lynchburg College Hornets women's soccer team, you know, and they went all the way to the national championship in 2014. So, yeah, he's the real deal inside and out. Again, amazing human being. What a great gift you would give anyone to just have him for an evaluation and training. And the last one is Master Crescetti. So Master Crescetti, when we got here, Tyler was training for a black belt up in Westchester, Pennsylvania, and we got down here, and it was hard to find the right person, and because there was a lot of different schools all over the place. I will tell you that Master Crescetti was the best that we could have ever asked for because we had the best outside of Philly. So you will see that he's a 6th-degree black belt, and now Tyler is a 2nd-degree black belt, but it wouldn't have been without him. Again, he teaches leadership, character, not just martial arts. He's an amazing human being. So he's giving a 4-week pass. It is so worth it. I mean, what is $40 for the minimum bid for that? And it could change your kid's life. And wait, I shouldn't say kids because that's just what I have in my head. Adults can do it. Believe me, he's tried to get me do it a lot of times, but you know what? Not so much. So, but you can be the one that does it because you can see that you know people of all ages are included in this, and it's a wonderful thing. So when you go and look, you know, you have your 4-week pass, and then you also have the startup equipment. He is because there is some substantial equipment that comes with being able to work through your belts. So it truly is a $300 value. We were a little sticker shocked at first when we got Ty started, but here he is just giving it as a way as a part of this bidding process. So I'm just really grateful for Master Crescetti, who he is, what he does for our community. All right. So it's what y'all been waiting for, the fun and adventure. So, fun and adventure, everyone. Here we go. So, we have 4 auction items on the block, and you're going to want to pay attention and you're going to want to say, okay, what time in this video am I watching this so I can send this to all my friends? Planting some seeds. All right, everyone. This one you might want to not invite all your friends to because it might get a little crowded. But it's a night at the cottage tiny home and you get a broomtail growler with a refill. You know what? This is the tiny home that I booked 4 weeks before I even knew I was going to put together a 40K in 40-day campaign. So I booked this tiny home because I thought I was going to be writing a sequel for some children's books because that's another life of mine. But instead, what happened was, you know, I'll be straight up, God put in my heart to do this, so I'm doing it. And so that whole campaign was laid out in this amazing tiny home. You need to see it to believe it. I truly I said to my husband, I said, I'm going to do this quarterly, if not monthly, because it's such a slice of heaven. It has an outdoor shower too, even believe it or not, and a side place to just hang out and chill. I mean, it's a little slice of heaven. Obviously, I wanted to take the red refrigerator home, but, that wouldn't have been good. But it's just so amazing. You've got to do it, and Broomtail is only a mile or 2 away. So I'm like, "Fantastic." One of our favorite, brew houses. So it's a no-brainer. Treat yourself. Treat yourself. It's a double bed. No, it's actually queen. Look it up. It's definitely enough for 2 people. So all I've got to say is it's amazing. Give yourself a treat. Once you go into this tiny home, you too will want to go more often. It really is peaceful in solitude. All right, here's your wine and design. You know, whether it's for your kids or for your partner, whoever, have a blast with this $100 gift certificate. These are the things that you will hold on forever. So, and you might want to put it towards a private party too, however you want to use it. Wine and design, they're amazing. Have fun, treat yourself. So this is my friend John. You could probably hear the smile on my face. When we moved down to the Trails End Park area, so off of Masonboro Loop Road, I would go to Trails End to see the sunrise, and our worlds would meet every now and again. And I tell you, he's a fascinating local man with a lot of stories, a lot of experiences. So he took me out once to do a photo safari, and really, it wasn't necessarily a photo safari. It was just to show me everything on the water, and it was just so breathtaking. So treat yourself again. It's a 2-hour boat ride, and it'll take you through all the waterways and the barrier islands. He knows all the back roads, and we even saw a gator or two. So it is just an adventure, and he'll make sure it's fun. And he's a professional photographer, so he donated one of his nature prints, which is amazing. Hey, maybe you can even ask him to sign it after you go on that photo safari with him. All right, so this is one you don't want to miss. So that sunset cruise for 6 on a 58-foot yacht, yep, on your bucket list. And if it wasn't, it is now. And it includes wine and cocktails and hors d'oeuvres from the infamous Pine Valley Market. So again, it's a no-brainer. And don't let that 750 turn you off as the minimum bid, because Dan and I did one of these once, and we got a couple of our friends to go into it, because remember, it's up to 6 people. So whether you foot the bill or you get a whole bunch of other people coming in and doing it, I mean, that's where you create memories of a lifetime. YOLO, we do only live once, right? So let's do it. Ask your friends to help you foot the bid, I said, right? So let's do it. And you can start in May of 2021. So here's hopeful thinking, but he's really flexible. So don't worry about, oh no, it expires. No, he was so gracious. And again, what an amazing man who donated this for all of us to enjoy. Listen, I say all of us because I want it too, but I'm not. I'm not. We already bid it on one with the Glow Academy, so we're good. This one is for all of you. So enjoy it. All right, we're entering food with folk. And on this section, we have 3 auction items. So 3 auction items on the food with folk. So let's check them out. Waterman's, Craig Gee, our dear friend, owns this place. And he has the infamous Bob as the brewer. And my favorite beverage there is Abundant Sunshine. Named appropriately too. Nicknames Molly Sunshine, but it is the best. And the food, from the tuna to the tater tots, oh, you are in for a treat. So treat yourself. You've probably been to Waterman's. If you haven't, you've been missing out. You need to go. Gotta go. And then I love an alliteration. So I put Woody's with Waterman's. So Woody's Wood Shop is actually the owner also of the tiny home. So it was an amazing experience. Not only did I experience that tiny home, I asked him, I said, can we go into Woody's wood shop? And he's like, sure. So the next morning we went in there. It was like, ah, it was all exotic woods from around the world. I was in awe. I was in total awe, because it's just the lumber. So if you're looking for floors or tables or whatever, like, he has so much domestic and exotic for you to check out. And he has a ton of good stories too, but that would take a whole lot of time. But you would be more evolved as a human being. I'm just saying. So, all right, we're going next. Why not crepe it up, right? Or crepes and more. They're back. They gave another gift certificate, but this time paired it with Session Beer Market. Now, Mikey, who owns Session Beer Market, he said, absolutely. So you're going to get a $10 gift certificate, and then so you can match it with your crepes. So I'm going to recommend that you do crepes first before you go get your beer at Session. But he'll throw in 2 glasses, bottle opener, bring somebody. It's great. It's a great atmosphere for you to enjoy, and they're not that far from each other. So again, fun and adventure. Why not? All right. So here are two of our most favorite couples in Wilmington. So I will tell you that they are so fun loving, creative, passionate, talented. It is over the top. Panacea Brewing Company and Port City Art, they are amazing. They do great things together, right? So, I mean, when Tyler was getting into his succulent business. Yeah, he's a little bit of an entrepreneur. You know, he tie-dyed them and all this other kind of stuff. And so they took them into Panacea Company, like brewing company. I mean, they're just good humans, right? And Laurel Herbert, she's the one who is donating all these beautiful pennants for the open house. But you know what? If you're not going to be able to get to the open house, you can bid on these 10. So they're exclusive. There are only 50 of them being made. So just to let you know, exclusivity, scarcity, don't want you to not have the opportunity to have some. And of course, Loggerheads, that's Mark's painting. You need to check him out, Port City Art. You will see his art all over town. So take advantage of it. $50 gift certificate to Panacea. Grab your Loggerheads art and then those pottery pennants. That is perfect coupling. So we're coming on to the end, everyone. This is our last one. And you know what I love about this? This one is really special to me because our dear friends, they love going to estate auctions and they are like historians on things, right? So they purchase things and then they go and research and like, what is this? What is this? Well, they gave us a bin and said, do some research. There might be some gems in there. Well, Americana, right? Here we go. We need to have some Americana where we are in the past that helps us to really just have some nostalgia here. So here are 4 vintage tin storage containers. I will tell you that I knew this container, Dr. Johnson's Educators canister. It had to have a story. And he was actually a dentist. And his first food store that he had opened up May 15th in 1885 in Boston. So is this from 1885? That would be amazing. But, he actually was passionate about this cracker tin because he wanted to put crackers in there that were whole wheat and not the traditional flour. So, because he felt like the children's teeth and also his patient's teeth, they would chew more if they were wheat than if they weren't. Oh, Google it. It is fascinating to learn about some of the things in our history, right? So, again, if you know a dentist who you think, because you would think Dr. Johnson's educator cracker, it was actually for the schools specifically for the children to have a healthy snack. So, whether it's for a teacher or a dentist, either way, I think it makes a great gift. Here's some real fun. When we open this up, wow, you have a humidor. We're from Philly, so when we saw the Saltines by Keebler, all of these again, it's going to take a special buyer, but you might be that special person. So you'll see one of them is even a bank. So these wooden marbles, I called them, are fascinating. So there was a musical box in front of the owl in this picture that plays Dr. Zhivago. Google it if you don't know about Dr. Zhivago. Because I didn't until I heard the song. I'm like, oh yeah. So again, history is just amazing. The music box still works. So be in awe with these trinkets, right? These little time capsules is what I call them. And I joked with Dan, but this treasure box that I see beside the owl that you're looking at, I'm like, Dan, that'd be great to put my ashes. And he's like, let's not talk about that. But I'm like, I'm just saying. But that's where all these vintage buttons were found. And again, they tell a story. It'd be fun to give your grandkids or the younger generation a little bit of it, and they'll just be in awe with it. So just to kind of story tell a little bit. It's pretty fabulous. So here's the last one of everything actually in today's tiny home auction. It's a Romanian decanter and a laced bowl. I say laced because around that bowl you will see that it looks like squares, truly laced. So you can stick your fingers through every single hole on this magnificent dish. It's absolutely stunning. So I can see a lot of beautiful things, even, laying fresh cut flowers just floating in it. I mean, it's just beautiful. And the decanter, don't be fooled to think it's short. It's actually 15 and a half inches high. So it is very tall. So again, if you're a sunflower lover or something like that, like I am, that would make a beautiful vase. I mean, you can use it for wine too, of course. I love a glass of wine or two, but you can also use sunflowers too. They're multi-purpose things. A lot of things that you can do. So this ends the formal part of our bidding. So again, what are we going to do? You got to see a little bit about the stories and what it is and read a little bit more clearly about what each item is. So share this video with your friends. Share the link out about where they can go to bid and also the Mighty Cause story. Because again, if you have any questions, reach out to me, text, email. But I do believe we can raise enough money for two tiny homes. Let's dream big, right? Again, let's believe in those miracles. And then if you are interested in exploring this 40K in 40 days and how to run your own campaign to fundraise for a tiny home, like I said, we need to get 8 more houses supported by by one of you because we need to unlock that additional 670 at the end of this month. I know we can do it because no one should sleep outside unwillingly. And again, I'm going to challenge you. What do you believe? So I hope to be able to see you and meet you on Saturday, this coming Saturday from 9 to 1. I will be at the welcome table. A lot of people will be there to help you and just talk with you about what we're thinking, what we are going to do at Eden Village, because it is a big dream with a big impact, and we'd love to have you a part of it. So, everyone, I hope you have a fun time bidding because, like I said, it starts on Sunday, but it also goes to the following Sunday. So, it is going to go from today until the 17th at 6 o'clock. And then on the 18th, you'll be contacted by me to make those arrangements as to how we're going to connect with you with the things that you won. So, everyone, make it a great day. Tell all your friends. And don't stop believing and stop and spreading hope because that's what keeps it all alive. So thank you all and have a great, great day.